While most modern households rely on gas geysers, electric water heaters, or solar panels, the Amish have developed time-tested zero-electricity methods to heat water for bathing, cooking, and cleaning, often using materials they already have on hand and relying on techniques passed down for generations. What makes their approach remarkable isn't just that they avoid modern utilities, it's that they do so with reliable consistency, even during freezing winters. Their methods are not only effective, but cost absolutely nothing to operate once in place. The Amish philosophy starts with a basic principle: maximize heat already being produced for another purpose. In other words, if the wood stove is already burning to heat the home or cook meals, why not also use it to heat water? This concept of stacking functions is deeply ingrained in Amish life. They rarely build a single-purpose system. Every stove, furnace, or fire serves multiple jobs: heating the room, warming the food, and, if you know where to look, heating up large quantities of water. Most traditional Amish homes feature a wood-burning cook stove, often made of cast iron with a firebox on one side and a hot surface above for pots and pans. But the real ingenuity is in what sits beside or behind the stove: a built-in water reservoir. This is a steel or copper tank that wraps around the stove's firebox or chimney flue. As the stove is used for cooking or warming the house, the reservoir absorbs and holds heat, gradually warming the water inside to the point where it's hot enough for dishes, laundry, or even bathing. This water heating function runs entirely passively: no extra fuel, no wiring, just heat capture. In winter, when stoves burn for hours on end, these reservoirs provide an endless supply of hot water. Even better, they're designed to be durable and safe. Amish-built reservoirs are usually made from thick, rust-resistant materials, and many include a small spigot or ladle access point to draw out water when needed. Some families insulate the outer surface or add a second layer to keep water warm overnight. There's no pressure system, no pump, just gravity and time doing the work. In cases where a full bath is needed, the Amish use metal bathtubs, not plumbed to a water line, but filled manually using hot water from the stove reservoir. The tubs are portable, simple to clean, and allow water to be reused for multiple tasks, like mopping floors or flushing outhouses. There's an underlying ethic of efficiency and respect for resources, meaning no heated water goes to waste. Even the leftover ash from the stove might later be used to make lye soap. At its core, the Amish water heating system is less about equipment and more about lifestyle integration. Instead of demanding hot water on demand through machines, they schedule their chores around the natural rhythms of the fire. Wood-fired water heaters, the Amish geyser with no electricity. Beyond their cook stoves, many Amish families have perfected a dedicated off-grid system for heating large quantities of water, especially for laundry or bathing. This comes in the form of what they often refer to as a homemade geyser, a self-contained wood-fired water heater that works without a single wire, button, or digital control. Unlike modern tankless heaters or bulky electric cylinders, these Amish-built units use only fire, gravity, and metal to produce scalding hot water in even the coldest weather. The design is simple but brilliant. At the center of this system is a metal water tank, usually repurposed from an old barrel, steel drum, or specially built from thick galvanized iron or stainless steel. It's placed horizontally or vertically, depending on the family's preference, and fitted with a firebox either beneath it or running through it. A fire is lit inside the firebox using dry wood, and as the heat builds, it transfers directly to the surrounding water. Within 20 to 30 minutes, the tank produces enough hot water for multiple uses, often up to 40 to 50 gallons at a time. To draw out the water, these systems usually have a gravity-fed outlet valve or a small tap near the base. The tank is filled manually or via rain barrels, well buckets, or gravity-fed cisterns. Since the water isn't pressurized, there's no risk of dangerous bursts or overheating. These heaters are typically located outside the home, often near a washhouse or summer kitchen, to avoid bringing excess smoke or moisture indoors. Amish women will plan their laundry days around the heater's schedule, firing it up early in the morning and using the hot water throughout the day to soak, wash, rinse, and reuse water as needed. The brilliance of this system is that it provides consistent, abundant hot water without costing a penny in electricity or fuel bills. Firewood is gathered by hand, usually from their own land, and fires are carefully tended to avoid waste. There's no monthly maintenance, no blinking lights, no manufacturer's warranty, just a reliable tank, fire, and a bit of know-how. And it works, year after year. Solar ingenuity, harnessing the sun without a single panel. Though the Amish are known for rejecting modern solar panel systems, they're far from ignoring the sun as a natural heat source. In fact, many Amish families have learned to heat water using passive solar energy, not through high-tech photovoltaic cells, but with low-tech, centuries-old methods that require no electricity, no wiring, and no government permits. These solar methods work quietly, cheaply, and most importantly, independently from the grid. The cornerstone of Amish solar water heating is the black barrel technique. This method uses a large food-grade barrel, usually painted matte black, filled with clean water and placed in direct sunlight. The black color absorbs the sun's rays and rapidly heats the water inside, often reaching temperatures of 120 degrees Fahrenheit or more by midday. These barrels are set on wooden platforms or racks that tilt slightly to maximize exposure to the sun, and they're sometimes placed beside greenhouses or along the south-facing wall of a barn to enhance insulation. While they may not provide boiling water, these black barrels can deliver warm, usable water for washing hands, doing dishes, or even mixing with heated stove water for bathing. In summer, the barrels are a daily source of free hot water that requires no labor beyond filling them up. Some Amish families use multiple barrels in rotation, always keeping one full and warming while the other is in use. Another solar strategy used by the Amish is the greenhouse basin method. In this setup, a shallow rectangular basin or trough, often lined with dark metal or black plastic, is filled with water and placed inside a small glass or plastic-covered frame. This simple greenhouse effect traps the sun's heat and magnifies it, warming the water within a few hours. By late morning, the water is warm enough to use for laundry or cleaning, and if the basin is covered at night, the residual heat can linger well into the evening. Some Amish also craft solar water bags, which are black, rubbery bladders filled with water and hung on clotheslines, sheds, or poles where they catch maximum sunlight. These are used mostly for quick rinsing or hair washing during summer months. Lightweight, portable, and easily refillable, these bags cost almost nothing and last for years. They're a perfect example of Amish practicality, small-scale, sustainable, and entirely independent. One of the most creative solar solutions is the sunroom tub setup. In warmer months, many Amish homes have enclosed porches or glass-walled sunrooms where a large metal tub can be placed. With the doors and windows closed during the day, the sunroom acts as a natural oven, slowly heating both the air and the water in the tub. By afternoon, the water is comfortably warm for a sponge bath or even a full soak. This technique requires no fuel, no equipment, and no modern technology, just smart use of space and the rhythms of the sun. These solar methods aren't flashy, but they're brilliantly effective. The Amish don't chase high-efficiency ratings or digital controllers. They focus on simplicity and self-reliance. And that's what makes their approach to solar water heating not only viable, but inspirational in a world addicted to gadgets and grids.